Welcome to the Gambl'n Garage.
All right.
And we're back with Max, Zach, and your host, Brian Johnson.
Which begs the question, why are you talking?
Oh, I'm Henry.
Thank you for opening it up there, Henry. We're going to kick some things off with NCAA, kick it over to football, or NFL football, and then we're going to actually sprinkle in a little bit of some college basketball locks for you guys as well. So
And some World Cup because we love Gandhi.
That has nothing to do
that
with
has
the
nothing
World
to
Cup.
do with World Cup, but hey.
Gandhi's cool.
Yeah,
Gandhi is
yeah.
chill, but I
Love
just think
Gandhi.
Henry just thought of like one foreign thing. And he's like,
He's not very cultured.
we
We'll
love
say that.
Gandhi, sushi, you know. It's like,
Japan and Iran.
Yeah. All right.
Did you say those because those rhyme?
Yeah.
Japan likes sushi and Iran likes Gandhi.
No.
Wrong religion, but we'll get to the World Cup here in a bit.
no, wrong country.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, it's India.
Oy, yikes.
We need geography class.
Henry needs some culture.
Yeah, don't
That's
know.
why-
We don't. You.
Henry. All right, so we're going to kick it off with the first game. Starting on Thanksgiving, Thursday night, 5 p.m., Mississippi State versus Ole Miss. Line is Mississippi minus 2 points. Over under is 61 points. Kick it off with, I guess, whoever wants to just jump in first. What are your thoughts?
Egg Bowl
Zach,
here.
jump in. Zach, jump in.
Egg Bowl, rivalry week, starting it off. Best week of college football. Yeah, I like Mississippi in this. I think Ole Miss, they haven't played up to what they can. And Ole Miss is pissed. So I'll take Ole Miss, the points.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that when we were trying to figure out our locks. And I think Ole Miss has, I know they got a lot of shit going on with Lane Kiffin, but I think this will be like, hey, we need to kind of come out and say that, like, we deserve to be in the spot we're in kind of thing. We deserve to be, like, maybe a little higher than 20. So, yeah, I like them. Mississippi State's shown quite a bit of weakness in a lot of different spots this year. So I like a bounce-back game for Ole Miss.
Max, is this a fringe lock?
No, it's not. It's not even close to being a lock, actually. I was thinking about it, but I didn't do it because I processed that information and thought fringe lock doesn't really make sense. You know,
Over
because,
under 61.
Because you're not super maybe sure of something, right?
I don't know.
Call me crazy.
I might have herpes.
Yeah. Like I feel like it's like if it's a lock, it's a lock. You don't like halfway lock your lock when you leave your house.
Sometimes you do.
And then it's a lock.
No, not if.
You either got to go 100% or zero.
But, hey, honey, did you lock up the house before you left?
There's no going halfway in. You
I
can't-
fringe locked it. Doesn't make sense.
Halfway in is no fun
Bottom
for
lock,
anyone.
top lock. Anyway.
Yeah, but then it's a lock. Then it's locked.
All right.
All right.
Over under 61 points. Thoughts? I like the under.
I don't give a fuck about this game. Ain't nothing going on in Mississippi but people who vote for Donald. And that's it. And I,
like the
love
over.
Donald.
I sense the irony of you just saying it with your accent. It's like, it's very funny. No one gives gosh darn hooting about Mississippi. And it's like, I know you're not from there, but like.
Goddamn sound like it.
It's just kind of funny. You're like, fuck Mississippi. Yeah.
All right.
I love you.
So that's our Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
Friday, 10
Sorry if you
a.m.
live in Mississippi.
Because it's a shitty state.
Friday, 10 a.m. 19 Tulane versus 24 Cincinnati. Cincinnati is favored by 1. Over under 46 points.
They just played 2 weeks ago, and Cincinnati did beat them while they were at the curse. Like I said, they were 0-62 since 1939. Tulane was going into that game at home against a ranked opponent. Now they're on a mutual field. This is a championship game. I'm taking
You say that
Tulane.
with question?
Yeah.
Is it a
Yeah,
championship?
this is a championship game.
No, this is the championship game.
I am Ron.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a championship game, and I'm taking Tulane.
I'm taking Tulane, too.
Yeah.
I like the green wave here.
I like
Yeah.
to see him win the championship.
Yeah, and
honestly.
their color wave is too fucking good to bet against, especially to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like the colors, to be honest.
Yeah, because they would. Yeah, this is the championship game because you wouldn't play.
I
each
like
other twice.
color.
Yeah. They're playing twice. Yeah.
46
I didn't realize.
points. Over under.
Oh, that?
I bounce.
I mean, I don't even want to touch that because betting it like under 46 is just sad.
These two teams should put up a lot of points.
Yeah, it should go over. I don't know why it's so low.
Yeah, isn't that that seems crazy? Low.
Scary.
Yeah.
Well, Tulane.
kinda spooky.
Usually
Vegas
when
is
it's
trying
that
to trick
low,
us.
though, Tulane dominates. I mean, when the last time the spread was that low was probably against Kansas.
Okay.
And they beat Kansas. So I like it.
All right.
This
Moving
Tulane
on
team's
to
good.
the old Baylor Bears versus the Texas Longhorns, number 23. Texas favored 8.5 points.
Well,
Over
just-
under 56. I'm gonna start off with this one.
Yeah,
This
that
is
was.
my
I was
lock of
going
the
to kick it right to you. That's what I'm saying. Just kick that off.
He had it.
This is my lock of the week. I do like Baylor plus 8.5. Even though this game is in Austin, I think Baylor's due for a win. They've lost 2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close.
So, and they're both close
Last
games.
one.
So I do like Baylor to keep this one at least close. I don't know if they're going to win, but they will definitely keep it within 8.5. I honestly might sprinkle a little bit on the money line, but for my lock of the week, I'm going to be taking 8.5 plus 8.5.
Yeah, I love the lock, and I also love the sprinkle on the money line there. This game is going to be very run heavy. Quinn Ewers is not going to be able to play against that Baylor secondary. Baylor does have a great secondary. I mean, look at last week. They had one busted play against TCU. That's it. Other than that, all TCU could do is throw short, hot passes. Quinn Ewers, last time he was throwing the ball like that, he was 7 of 43.
Jesus.
2 weeks ago.
What?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago he went 7 of 43.
Are you kidding?
No, and playing against this Baylor secondary, I just feel like
I could go
moneyline's a great
7
sprinkle,
for
but
43.
yeah, it's
I
bad. It's really bad. And Baylor's going to run the ball. They don't lose 3 in a row. They got a great coaching staff. The reason this line is where it's at is because it's a Texas home game. That's simple to me. And Texas beat Kansas last week by 30. So
Yeah, but Kansas turned out to kind of be a fraud.
yeah, exactly.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Baylor's got a good defense overall. Their secondary is really good, but I think they actually have a decent defense.
They get a great pass rush.
And 8.5 points is a lot
In that
Yeah.
game
to
like
give that team. They keep every single game close.
Yeah.
What's the total in this game?
56.
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah,
I think it should be
You like-
35, 38.
42-35.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the wrong team there is just the wrong team's favored in my opinion. And
Yeah.
And
No, I think we're all-
rivalry
I think-
game. So
yeah.
Baylor will get up home field advantage in a rivalry game. It's nice, but it also doesn't matter on the betting lines as much
Yeah.
because both teams are hyped.
They're showing up. Yeah, no, I think that's just kind of, we all feel pretty much the same way on this. Like a Baylor money line parlayed with the under. That'd be a
like
nice
the
little,
over.
nice
over. We like
over.
Over.
I like
yeah,
the
over.
over.
For sure. Over.
Oh,
for sure.
I think they're gonna run it.
They're going to run the ball a lot, but they're going to run it for long plays.
Also,
Baylor rushed
Baylor,
for 300 yards
yeah.
last week.
yeah, they're going to run it.
How many
which-
points were scored last week?
Dude, it was 31, 28
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
okay.
30, 28.
Yeah, we had that over actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
All right.
Moving on to a 1:30 p.m. game, NC State versus North Carolina Tar Heels. UNC.
Hell, that's a Hill
6.5.
State. Mac Bucking Brown, best coach in all college football until last week. They lost at Georgia Tech. They were up 17-3.
They're favored
Then-
by 6.5 this week. Over under 56.
I don't know if they cover the 6.5, but they will win this game money line in a close one. This game's always super close. Carolina wins it at home, but I mean, let's look back at last week. They were up 17-3 in the second quarter. Then they didn't score a single touchdown or field goal the rest of the game. It was in the red zone 4 more times. So they went to the red zone and walked out of the 20-yard line or less 4 times with no points. This team should be a one-loss team being talked about for the playoff, but they're not now. So I think they got a little revenge. They beat State. Mac Brown legacy continues.
Yeah, I think they roll State, actually. I thought about
I
taking
agree.
this game as my lock just because NC State, I'd said last week, they were still decent without their quarterback, but their defense is actually really bad. So Mac Brown's going to get that team up at home. They should win by a touchdown. NC State's not as what anybody thought they are. At home, they're decent. Away, I think Carolina can step up.
And that quarterback's out for the season, right?
Yeah, they're playing with their backup, which they have for a couple weeks, and they've been all right. But Carolina's way more talented than State is.
State plays with people, but they don't win, especially with the backup.
Great. Max, you got anything on that?
I mean, I agree with everything you guys said. So,
All right.
yeah, nothing really to add.
2:30 game, 18, UCLA versus Cal. UCLA is favored by 10 points, over under 61.
Cal is bad. UCLA, did you guys see any of that game last week against USC? Great fucking game.
A little bit, yeah.
I had USC money line on it to win the parlay that I had. And the second half was back and forth. Every single drive was a touchdown by each team. Fun game
what was the final
to watch.
score of that?
Dude, it was like 42
To
30 something.
Fuck, man.
And Caleb Williams had 500 yards of offense.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw
but
he balled out.
everybody's hyping Caleb Williams up. His receivers had some really, really good catches last week. Like corner diving back in the end zone, getting a foot down. So they bailed him out a lot.
yeah.
But I think UCLA, their offense is going to roll Cal. I don't think Cal will step up for this game at all, even though it's at home.
Yeah,
it's
I
basically
agree.
a home game for LA, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like they're you can't look too much into the home field advantage here because shit, like it's going to be a sad sight regardless.
Yeah.
All right. Florida versus Florida State at 5:30 p.m. FSU is favored 10.5, over under 58 points.
I kind of like Billy Napier to make a statement here. Florida played Utah, beat Utah. They're healthy again. They've looked good at times, and they've looked awful at
They
times.
lost to Vanderbilt last week.
Yeah,
That's-
didn't they
but-
beat Utah week 1?
Week
Yeah,
2.
But
Week 2?
But, okay.
I don't think you can look into that too much.
I
you
like Florida
can't-
State here.
You can't. And I agree. Florida State's good, okay? But what I'm saying is Florida, Billy Napier need a key win, and this is it.
This would be a key win, but it's at Tallahassee. This is a big
It's a
rivalry
day game, right?
Yeah.
5:30.
5 no.
Oh,
So that's a
5:30.
night game.
Night game at Tallahassee.
Yeah, 5:30 on Friday.
And Florida State, man, they've looked
They're going to get
they've
that
looked
chop
really
going.
good recently.
They did
So-
beat LSU at the beginning of the year as well.
Yeah, they did. But they've had some good wins recently too. So I just don't trust Florida like I want to, and I
Right.
think Florida State can. It's 10.5 right now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of points.
Yeah, it's a lot of points for an SEC school against
For a rivalry
an
game,
ACC
too.
School.
6.5. Tease it,
Yeah, maybe give them a touchdown.
buddy.
But then you might as well just go 10.5. Florida.
Then you might as well just do money line. Florida.
All right, now we're really escalating.
Now,
And then you might as well do Florida minus 14.
Could be
plus,
good.
plus 14.
Yeah.
Florida
Heard it
plus
here
14.
first.
Hey,
No, minus.
I do
Oh,
want
you're
to.
taking Florida.
I do want to say that last week when we went across the Tennessee segment, just because it's an SEC school, so I'm bringing it up. I did say that Tennessee would lose the South Carolina money line.
Did you?
Yes, that's that.
I mean,
I think he changed his bet last minute. I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah. I think we'll have to,
Viewers,
we'll have
you
to
can be
check
the
tape
one.
on that one.
Yeah, viewers, you can be the one to
Yeah.
fact check Henry over here. He likes to make up a lot of stories.
Yeah. He had Saudi Arabia money line against
Yeah.
Argentina.
And then double down on it when they were down 1-0.
But then his
Plus
phone,
12,500.
but then his phone died and it deleted his bet history,
Yeah.
so there's no proof. Yeah. Weird.
All
yeah.
right, moving on to the Saturday games. That was a Friday game, so Saturday games, 10 a.m. Georgia Tech at number 1 Georgia. UGA's favored 35.5. Over under is 49.
Jesus.
That seems a little weird with the spread being so damn high.
That's because the score's 49-0.
Yeah, I'm taking the under.
I'm taking Georgia Tech plus 35.5, dude.
Georgia Tech is butt cheeks.
They just beat North Carolina.
But they are butt cheeks.
And, well,
They did just beat North Carolina, but I just, dude, it's Georgia.
They're 3-1 under the.
They won't score a point.
That's more than 5 touchdowns that Georgia has to beat
hey,
Georgia Tech.
David wasn't supposed to beat Goliath.
That's
Yeah,
the Bible, and we've already went over that. You're Jewish and you don't believe in God.
But he knows the Bible,
I'm
damn it.
Jewish. Yeah, sorry. That doesn't
Get
make,
it right.
that doesn't make the story wrong. Yeah, just because it's probably bullshit.
All right, let's roll over
Moving
something that
on.
matters, like that Michigan game.
Let's go to the Michigan Ohio State game. Big game. Number 2, number 3. Ohio State is favored by 7.5. Or over under is 56. I know Max and Zach have a personal bet of honor about this
Are we
game.
sure that bet was officially made?
So let's kick it off with those two and just see, like, I mean, both undefeated teams. Someone's got to take an L, either Zach or Max,
I mean,
or Michigan or Ohio
yeah,
State.
what can I say? Like I said it all last week too. I have no confidence in Michigan whatsoever.
Even though he took them.
Let's go.
That bet was made a few weeks earlier. I feel like, but where what the sample size was.
Jackass.
And but then again, dude, we don't know because Michigan, they're off. I mean, so I'm not confident.
I'm gonna
but
ride Michigan in this game for Max.
Thank you.
Jackass.
And something that'll help us help Brian and I out a bit, just mentally. Like Michigan travels, like their game travels well. They run, they pound the ball. They can run the ball fucking anywhere. So they don't have like the candy ass offense that like sometimes doesn't show up in away games. Like they're gonna be able to consistently run the ball, I think, and hopefully we make it like I'm not a Michigan fan, but hopefully Michigan makes it a fucking dirty, like grimy, sketchy ass game that's just a fucking punch you in the mouth type of game. Otherwise, yeah, because if Ohio State's offense ain't like, yeah, if they can't, Michigan can't run, then they're fucked. And
I don't mean to just completely shit on everything you just said, but your whole point was that they can run the ball.
For what, 2 yards?
Blake Corum, their starting running back in the Heisman conversation, out.
Right.
Not playing.
Yeah. Well,
And
he's a system running back.
Last week they were playing Illinois, and he got hurt in the second half, and Michigan put up like 3 points and like 45 yards.
Okay.
But
I will say. Okay, hang on.
Fuck all that.
Since 2000,
Their offense looked bad
Since
without him.
2012, Michigan
has won once.
has won once.
Yeah, they've won once.
Where's Ohio
And it was last
Last
year.
year.
Yep.
Yeah.
and it was last year.
So CJ Stroud's getting his revenge. They're in the shoe. There's 112 people
But
screaming.
Michigan does lead 59-51 with also 6 ties.
And I will say that
yeah.
me
and their whole
liking Ohio State is actually bad for Ohio State.
yeah.
Well, you need to stop liking them.
Well, so like honestly, I've never been more confident. I'm stoked.
I am a huge Ohio State fan.
Yeah,
And just throw that out to the viewers.
and I'm a diehard Michigan
I
fan.
hate-
Apparently,
I always hate betting this game.
Get him that helmet. Get him that helmet. Helmet out.
no, it's all good. I don't need
My
it.
guys.
All right, baby.
Let's go.
Rivalry of the week.
Let's go.
Sake of the rivalry.
Let's go.
Sorry for all that, Mike. Fucking. There we go.
Anyways, yeah, I hate betting this game. I've never bet it my entire life. I'm betting it this year. I don't know if I'll like place it on a sports book -7.5 because
you don't want a
it's
paper trail.
the best rivalry in sports in all of sports ever. And it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a close game. It always is. Ryan Day hasn't proved himself against Michigan yet. Because
Some would say he's a candy ass and was born on third base.
some people would.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Not
not
me.
saying that. I'm not
I
saying
wouldn't
that.
say
I'm
that.
saying some people would.
Well, those some people can
The media,
stay in their corner.
the mainstream media
and
is,
suck
is
their
down
thumbs.
on your man. But I'm not. I love Ohio State in this game, and I think they're going to blow Michigan out.
I agree with you.
Yep.
But I won't bet it.
You know what
Except
I
for
got to
you,
say?
because I'll take my $100 and leave this game.
You don't want to bet it? Oh, we can cancel it.
I'll leave this game on the sports book alone.
Guys, you want me to be honest? Best bet
go
here
Bucks.
is first quarter, money line, Buckeyes. They might
They're
be up
not a
14
great
to
first
nothing.
half team. They're not a great first half team.
Zach, fuck off.
I'm just saying, dude.
All right. 56 over under. What are you guys thinking?
Dude, I like the under. I think this is going to be a defensive game. I think everybody's thinking Ohio State's going to put up 40. Michigan will put up 30. I think it's defense. Both defenses are actually really good. Both are top 5 defenses in college football. And just I haven't
You're
seen
really hyping Michigan up, dude. Michigan's
No, I'm
trash.
I'm not hyping them up.
I mean, they're not trash. They're number 3 in the nation.
No, they're
8-0.
trash.
They're honest cheeks.
Underestimate us.
I'm gonna tell you why they're trash. They're running backs out, okay? Which
Next
Their quarterback can't throw.
If
The
anyone's
quarterback can't
got
throw.
a
Come on.
next man up mentality, it's John fucking Harbaugh.
Dude, how does he have the next up mentality? He literally went from the NFL to the college.
Yeah, because he can inspire kids and have more of an effect on their lives, Henry. Give the guy a break.
You sound like you work at fucking St. Jude's in Michigan.
Well, maybe I should.
Hey, that's a good job.
It is a good job. Maybe
Yeah,
that's your
what? Yeah,
college.
fuck,
what
shout
do you
out
hate-
St.
yeah,
Jude's.
I was
Jesus.
gonna say, you hate on
Shit.
St. Jude's.
Shout out to the
Christ,
hospital.
dude, have a fucking heart.
Fucking hey. God damn.
Let's get back to this.
By the way, you guys doing the 3,000 push-ups this month in November for St. Jude's?
I've already done them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Where you
did.
at?
I did them consecutively.
You guys are a bunch of liars.
Henry, did he do them?
No.
No, I did
He
20.
hates dying
Hates
children.
kids.
I
He
pulled
hates
I pulled my back and shit, and I was like, can't
Do you,
do
you,
He pulled his back sitting on the couch watching sports.
you know who else had? You know who else had a sore back? Jesus Christ, when he was hauling the cross, he still managed to perform. You can't do that. He sacrificed for your sins, and you can't even just Jesus.
Coming
Christ.
from the Jewish kid,
you can't
too.
do a
Come
couple
on.
of push-ups. Well, Jesus is literally dying for your sins. Oh,
Damn.
oy vey.
We might need to take a break. I got to do 10 push-ups real quick.
Yeah.
I gotta start doing push-ups too. This
God
fucking
damn.
Jewish motherfucker's gonna make me have Hanukkah.
All right, easy, Kanye.
All right, moving on.
Oh, man.
10 a.m. game, South Carolina, Clemson. Clemson is favored by 14.5 over under 52. Game is in Clemson.
Plus 14.5 is not a bad play. Clemson always plays this game close.
No, Clemson blows them out. I think Vegas is hyping that game up last week way too much. Clemson's going to show up for this game. Clemson's got to if they want to be in any conversation for the playoff.
But do they?
They do if they win the ACC championship.
But,
and
I
like
mean, but do they
LSU,
want it,
say
though?
LSU loses, USC loses.
I could see South Carolina being like, hey, like kind of like a little boost from last week of like, hey, we can be fucked with.
No, I agree, but they have to go into Clemson. Like,
Oh yeah, and that's
dude,
true.
this is a
Dabo-
rivalry.
Dabo running.
Dabo don't fuck around against South Carolina. I don't think
Yeah.
he's lost.
No, that's a good point. I forgot Clemson is in South Carolina, right?
Hell yeah, that's why I went my freshman year.
All I hear is
Tigers.
rattlesnakes, man. Spencer Rattler's about to rattle them out of the building. Plus 14.5.
All right, I'm going the opposite of what Henry just said. So
Yeah.
Just for that.
Minus 14. Tigers.
Fuck you, Max.
1 p.m. game, Louisville versus Kentucky. Kentucky is favored by 3 points. This game is in Lexington, and over under 43.
Can we skip this game just because I don't like that fucking state?
This game smells really bad. This game
So does the
stinks.
state.
This game stinks. I don't understand why Louisville's favored, not
No,
Are you
or
okay?
Louisville's ranked
Yeah.
but not favored.
Are you okay?
Louisville's got a really good offense. Mark Stoops and their defense is really good. I don't know. I don't like
Are
this
you
game at all.
okay?
I'm fine.
You just wasted a lot of breath on a game that doesn't matter because the state doesn't. It shouldn't fucking.
Why are you
exist.
shitting on Kentucky right now, dude? What have they done to you?
they messed him up in a couple bets earlier on. In the
Man, I
year.
went to the Kentucky Derby one time and it rained on me.
The whole fucking time?
Yeah, tried to.
I just don't want to talk about the game. I just think it's a waste of breath.
1:30
That's a
p.m.
good
Auburn
game.
versus Alabama.
I think this is a waste of breath.
This game's in Alabama.
This is a
They're
great
favored by
rivalry, too,
22 points.
Iron Bowl.
Over under 50.5.
Yeah, Alabama rolls.
Yeah,
But great rivalry.
yeah, and Lane Kiffin will probably be in Auburn. So
Yeah.
if we're doing a segment of like be nice to Auburn for a minute, you might get Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on these two teams, let's do a side note here. Does Alabama still have a chance for the playoff?
A lot's got to happen. A lot of
think,
people got to
yeah.
lose. But
They
yeah,
don't
I mean,
control their own destiny,
Yes.
but I think it mathematically it's possible.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's possible we see 3 SEC schools in.
Yeah,
Oh.
unfortunately so.
Stop watching college football. That happens.
Yeah,
Could happen.
Oregon versus Oregon State. Oregon's favored by 3 points. Over unders 58.5, I believe. Yeah, this is Zach's lock.
What you got, Zachary?
Yeah, I'm quacking with the Ducks on this one. I like the Ducks, man. I don't know. I'm really high on Bo Nix right now. I'm really high on the Ducks. Oregon State I haven't watched much of. The games I have watched, they've been real low scoring. So I think Oregon's got the offense to win by a touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't mean 24-17 maybe, but I don't think Oregon State will put up that many points, and I think Oregon can. And I know everybody's like Bo Nix away. I've been saying that. Max has been saying that. But, like, have we actually seen Bo Nix really shit the bed at Oregon away on an away game.
Yeah.
Auburn, yeah, but
But
I don't know.
and to go with that, like Oregon doesn't necessarily, like, kind of going with what you said before, they don't necessarily have to ball out in order to win this game.
right.
Like they don't have to put up 60 points, which they're capable of.
Yeah. Yep.
In order to win this game. So I do like that bet a lot. Even though it's away, it's not a night game.
That's the key.
It's not
a
a
night game.
I think
is it
a night game?
It's a day game.
1:30.
at Corvallis.
1:30.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a noon game over there then.
Yeah.
Corvallis is a hard place to
1:30.
play at night.
Yeah. No, I agree. But it's, that's what I'm saying. Like, holy shit. That would be, I would honestly take Oregon State +3 if it was a night game. That, whether that's valid, that should be the difference maker of my decision. That is. Like, I like Oregon to put up enough points to get by Oregon State, whose offense isn't phenomenal.
So you guys thinking the under on this game? 58.5.
I think that's high for an Oregon State game. So yeah, I'll probably take the under too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I hate betting unders, and I probably won't bet it. But if I were to, I would take unders.
Especially in college football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would take the over for the simple fact Oregon is 8-0 of 35 or more points this year. And on top of that, the best bet here is the fact that they are 9-0 in unders in the first quarter. That's pretty funny.
Ooh. That's
It's
interesting.
a good stat.
Yeah, that is. I like that. Good stat.
Good
Henry.
stat. That's
Good
a
fucking
stat out your ass right there.
Checking.
Where
checking.
the hell?
I've been watching a lot of Sports
I'm
Center.
just saying, you do the research, man. I like it.
All right. Moving on to an alumni game for Max and I. Iowa State versus number 4 TCU. TCU is favored by 10 points, and the over/under is 47.5. I'll just start it off by, I think that really just Iowa State. This is their game where they kind of show up. They'll at least cover the 10 points. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of money line just because I'm an alumni and I got to root for Iowa State. But I do think that they cover the 10 points. Obviously, any team that really plays Iowa State, most games are honestly throughout the whole season have been close games. So Iowa State plays well. It is in Fort Worth, Texas, which is a little scary. But again, I like Iowa State +10, and that is actually. Wait.
It's like a side. It's a fringe lock.
Yeah, we teased.
It's not
Iowa
even a
State.
fringe lock. It's like a quarter fringe lock because
If you're gonna take
actually
this
it's a
game,
half
tease
fringe
it.
lock because
Well,
the only half that really
tease it.
agrees
No,
is
half
this
fringe.
half.
Tease
You're
the game
fine.
to +11.5. That's our dog of the week.
We won't.
And it is +11.5.
We
do like it as a
Iowa
dog.
State. Yeah.
We do like it as a dog.
It is a dog for
But
sure.
I will say that this does feel eerily similar to, I forget what the year was, maybe like 2015.
Oklahoma State when they're number 2
Yeah, like us against top 5 teams. Yep. I kind of like it.
TCU's undefeated too. They're about to lose one. Iowa State.
And to go with
That's their game.
Zach, you say this every week.
Yeah,
TCU,
he's like they gotta lose.
TCU is due.
They do.
Gotta lose.
So why not us?
And we said it a couple weeks ago that it would be this game. Henry actually said it a couple weeks ago that it would be this game.
I think
I didn't realize it was the last game of the season, which makes it even better for Iowa State.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they're what? What's their record? 4-7. Oh, they can't
4
even
and
get in the
4 and
bowl.
7.
No.
Yeah.
So they're not even playing for
They
a bowl
can't-
game.
They're just playing to. They're just playing to wreck dreams, baby. They're just playing to wreck
Well,
dreams.
fuck
No,
it.
they're playing
I like
for
it.
they're playing for my heart.
Yeah.
Is what they're
like
playing
it.
for.
Dignity.
I will
Playing for all
sprinkle
the
the
love.
money line.
Playing-
I will bet very responsibly
They're
on this
playing
game.
honor. They're playing for honor. All
You
right.
don't come in or come on. Dude.
So Iowa State money line, we all agree?
Iowa State +11.5 is
I like
a dog pick.
If I'm putting in a
Money
parlay,
line, sprinkle that BL.
I'll tease it to 14.5 if I'm putting it in a parlay.
Because I could also see TCU
I'm
comes
not
out.
touching it.
I could also see
Fuck
TCU
this
comes
game.
out, overlooks Iowa State at home. They're going
look
to
ahead.
overlook them.
Who do they play in the Big 12 championship?
TCU,
Yeah.
Kansas State.
Kansas State. Yeah.
That's gonna be the game that they lose. I think that or this one, but they're gonna lose. But fuck it. Fuck Iowa State. I can't trust that.
They lost to Texas Tech.
Dude, remember
Last
the guy?
week.
Remember the guy that they got off of
So we're even more due.
QB1 that
Yeah,
one
we're
year?
even more due.
They've lost like 5 games in a row.
Yeah.
So we're even more due.
Do
I'm
you
glad
remember,
we agree, and this is such a lock.
guys? I'm trying to have a side conversation with Zach. Zach, do you remember?
Fuck you guys.
Fuck you
Hey guys, I'm trying to
tired
interrupt the conversation.
Of Iowa fucking state talk because the only thing when I think of Iowa State is QB1, the show, when they had the guy who's like, I'm going to Iowa State. And, dude, he got out on the field and he was just trash.
Well, he's not playing anymore, is
He
he?
got benched for DJ Ukulele.
Yeah. All right. Well, see, at least we have a
smart coach.
We have a standard of quality here at Iowa State.
Ride with it. I like it. Fuck
Moving on.
Whatever.
Michigan State, Penn State. Penn State's favored by 18.5, number 11, and over under 53.
Who do we hate? Penn State. Who do we hate? Penn State.
Who do we
I
hate?
mean, you could say that with any.
I don't like Penn
Michigan
State, but
State.
I'll take Penn State here. I think Penn State's rolling right now. Their running backs are some of the best in the country. I like Penn State.
I did too.
I think this one's just an easy one. We're gonna skip over this one. Penn State,
Yeah.
across the board.
Fuck them.
Utah versus Colorado. Utah versus Colorado.
Damn it.
Utah, baby. Well, they're going to roll them
Yeah.
by 29.5 points. That's the line, and over under 52. I don't know if they're going to roll them by 29.5
No way.
points, but they're definitely going to fucking roll Colorado.
You know what I got to say? No uh-ohs for the Buffaloes this weekend. They're going to win this damn game. They're going to beat Utah.
They're gonna get their ass kicked.
Yes, they are.
God, yeah. I was like, what the fuck are
Henry,
you
you might as
talking
well,
about?
yeah, Henry, just
That's
leave.
more egregious than the Iowa State thing, like
Yeah.
by far.
I know it's egregious. Yeah, I agree. It's
all right.
fucking stupidity. If you even want to bet on Colorado, you might as well just go ahead and go and load the revolver.
Yeah, buddy.
Just got dark, but
5 o'clock, LSU versus Texas A&M. LSU minus 10, over under 47.5.
What you got, Jewish boy?
what are we
me
on?
them
LSU,
Tigers.
Texas A&M. I mean, I like LSU to win by 10.
Me too.
I think Texas A&M
like
is
it.
fucking ass, and Jimbo Fisher's out of there.
Do they fire Jimbo?
No, I don't think they have. I
going to be.
don't think they have booster money right now to fire him.
It's because he got it. He accepted it all.
Yeah, because what he's like, what was it like? Fucking like like $100 million, something like that.
Yeah, and he
What?
also spent over $60 million on the team this year.
And they've lost 6 games in a row.
Oh my
Yeah, they were
God.
supposed to be like
Holy
top 3
shit.
team in the country this year, dude.
App State's win against them is looking worse and worse, dude.
Yeah, they're 4. Yeah, what are they? They're 4-7.
4-7, 1-6 in the SEC.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna skip
Yeah,
that game.
that's a bad
LSU minus
LSU
10.
should get up
Dude,
for it.
you know-
Especially because LSU's got the playoff to play for. If they win,
Yeah.
like they control their destiny.
Yeah.
If they win, they have a great
If
chance.
they
of getting in.
lose, this is where Bama comes in.
Yeah.
that's
Right?
true.
Well,
That is-
USC's got to lose too because they play Notre Dame.
Well,
Yeah,
Which
which
we'll
we're
get
about
to
to
here
get
in
to.
just
yeah.
a second. UCF, South Florida.
fuck that
Yeah,
game.
I was gonna say.
Go to the damn
That's
game that
awesome.
matters.
That's we're gonna skip that game. Just take it UCF. Notre Dame, USC. USC's favored by 5.5. This game is in LA. Over under 64.5.
I love Notre Dame.
Really, I like USC
Why?
because they're playing for
Name
something.
5 players.
They're- I just know Caleb.
Matt
Williams.
Leinart.
Yeah, dude, Troy Polamalu.
So you can't name 5 players.
No.
And you're telling me that they're going to win this game.
No, yeah, all right. So the next pick you have, whatever it is, I'm gonna be like name 5.
Name
fucking
the
players.
5 Notre Dame players.
All right, Addison, Dye, Williams.
Yeah, no, wait. Yeah,
Those are
no.
3.
Please name 5 Notre
Trying to
Dame.
think of yeah.
He's proving my point.
Yeah.
though.
Oh,
So
all right.
Notre Dame, honestly, outside of Caleb Williams for fucking USC,
Right, but you like Notre
and
Dame, so
some of the
name
wide
5
receivers
Notre
who they
Dame.
got, huh?
Name 5 Notre Dame players.
That's not how this goes.
Yeah,
What?
no.
How is it not?
Henry.
How is
We're
it not?
calling your bluff.
You're the one that spoke up first.
Okay, here's what I'll tell you: is Marcus Freeman's a better coach than
No
Okay.
way. Then Lincoln Riley?
Then Link.
No,
I don't like him.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't like Lincoln
Why?
Riley.
Okay, that's a
Fucking
personal
why?
vendetta. That's a
Hell no.
personal vendetta against Lincoln Riley.
Hell
so
no.
Yeah. What?
I think our general consensus,
In
minus
what
Henry's
world,
thoughts,
Why is
USC.
he better? Why is he better?
Why is Marcus Freeman better?
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
What
He's-
has he
why-
done that
why is
Lincoln
Marcus
Riley
Freeman?
hasn't?
He's a players coach.
How?
And,
So
and
what are your examples of that?
is it Marcus Freeman's being a players coach?
Yeah.
All the players voted for
He-
him to be the coach after the end of season last year.
Okay.
But Lincoln Riley
besides
is
that,
so
like, how
smart.
is-
Lincoln Riley is more of like I'm gonna
A
leave Oklahoma
schematic,
for some more
smart
money,
quarterback.
Bring a quarterback with me. Hopefully, get to the finals. Whatever. Accept the cash. Man.
Sounds
I like
great. Sounds like a good
Yeah.
strategy to me.
I was gonna
Might
say,
get to the finals.
Yeah, this is a
like
bad
that.
thing.
Yeah.
when did getting the finals become negative?
Selling out.
All right, guys. I'm just telling you right now, Notre Dame
No,
wins this game.
I'm still waiting for 5 Notre Dame players.
I think it's just the fact that I watched every snap of that USC game last week. Notre Dame, they haven't put a full game
Can you
together
name
all year.
one Notre Dame player?
Wow.
Drew Pine. their
No,
quarterback.
you're not. No. You can name one.
Billy
other.
Montgomery.
Name one other.
Josh Anderson.
Yeah. Okay. That. Yeah. The point proven here.
I don't need to name them.
Okay. Okay.
All right, moving on. Number 10, Tennessee versus Vandy. Number 10 is favored by 14 points. Over under 64 points, and this one is in Nashville, Tennessee.
I hate this game. Vandy played good last week. Hendon Hooker's out for Tennessee. I have no idea what to think here. How is Tennessee going to perform without their quarterback?
Who's Tennessee's back? Like,
No
do
clue.
we know anything?
No idea. He came in last week, but they were losing by 30, so I have no idea who played.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a weird one that I definitely won't touch.
Yeah.
Kansas versus Kansas State. Kansas State's favored by 11.5 points. 62.5 is the over-under. Got to roll with Kansas State on this game.
Yeah, Kansas State's
Kansas
gonna
State's
roll.
Yeah,
good.
Max said it earlier. Kansas is a fraud. Kansas State's good, so.
Yeah, you hear that, Nikolai?
And it's Kansas State at night.
Kansas.
Yeah.
It's Kansas State at night, so
Kansas is
Joke,
fried.
so
that'll be a tough. That'll be a
Oh,
tough.
they're
one
playing
for
K-State
Kansas.
at night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
In Kansas.
in
State.
Kansas.
In
State, yeah,
Manhattan.
Manhattan,
Is
yeah.
that Manhattan?
Oh, my
Yeah, it's
gosh.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. They'll
The Little
cover,
Apple?
They'll cover 11.
Yep. They'll cover at 11.5 for sure.
Yeah, I covered 20.
Washington, again, number 1. CFB offense
Still.
versus Washington State. Yep, Washington's favored by 2 points, though, in this game.
This is going to be a hell of a night game.
Over under 60.
Yeah.
Yep, it is in Pullman, Washington. So, yeah, it's away for Washington. It's in Washington State's home stadium. So,
What's the over-under?
over under 60 points.
Take it.
Take the over.
Definitely take the over on this
Yeah.
game for
Hammer
sure.
that shit.
Yeah. I really like Washington here. I think Pullman's or is that Pullman?
It's in Pullman.
I think Pullman's a really hard place to play, so I think that's why the line's where it is. But Washington's got the offense. Washington State's good. They've had some good wins, but they've had some wins that people think are much better than they are.
For sure.
So yeah, I like
Junior.
Washington here.
Yeah, this is a 40-40 game.
Yeah, 100. That's my favorite play.
Yeah,
in
and
it.
you can win by field goal. 40-40, drive down, win by field goal. Yeah, I'll take Washington.
Big game. All right. Well, that kind of concludes the NCAA. We're going to move on to NFL, and we're going to start off with tomorrow's game, Thanksgiving. We got to love it. Tomorrow's game is, I think, actually, is that one of our locks this week?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of them's going to be my lock. That's going to be the Cowboys and the Giants. They play the late game tomorrow.
That's right. They play the 2:30 game, afternoon.
game.
Yeah. So Patriots Vikings are
Middle.
the late game, then Bills Lions are in the morning. But yeah, why don't we just kick it off? Actually, let's just talk about your lock here, Henry. Started off with a 2:30 game, Giants Cowboys.
Yeah, Giants and Cowboys. Over and under here is 45.5. I'm taking the under. The spread is -10 Cowboys. The Giants have a great defense. They struggled last week. Usually you don't see them struggle twice in a row. They played within 3, I want to say, last time they played against Cooper Rush. And honestly, I think Cooper Rush is a better matchup than Dak Prescott is against the Giants. But I see this game very close, low scoring. Saquon Barkley's going to go over 100 yards. That's a great prop bet, and he's going to get a touch.
that.
He's going to get 2 touchdowns. If they're going to win the game, he's going to get 2. He's going to get at least 1. But that's what's going to keep this low scoring. They're going to run it. The Cowboys are going to run it with Tony Pollard and fucking Ezekiel Elliott, and it's just going to stay in low. I don't see this game going 21-17 maybe. Not any more than that. So
I do agree there. I would almost even, like, if I wanted to tease Dallas, I guess -3 just for kind of a safe bet. But I do think it's going to be a close game. I do love that the Cowboys, even though that was my lock last week with the Vikings, I do actually love that the Cowboys fucking throttled the Vikings.
Yeah.
It was actually the biggest deficit in NFL this season. Other than the Bills game, I think
Against the Steelers.
41-7 Steelers early on in the year. But yeah, this was the biggest deficit game.
Oh, this
last
was
week.
still more than that.
What's funny?
Yeah, it was.
This is 37.
Awesome.
That was like 31 or 2.
Well,
Yeah.
well, you know what's funny about the Cowboys is since they have started playing on Thanksgiving, they've played 11 years on Thanksgiving Day. They're 3-8.
No shit.
Yes.
Oh my God, that is a fun stat because I would not have guessed that.
They're 3-8 on
Don't they
Thanksgiving.
usually play the
Cowboys?
Packers on Thanksgiving though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Packers
point.
are usually good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, moving. I guess Zach, do you have anything you want to add to that game?
No, I think Dallas wins, but yeah, low scoring.
Yeah.
The Giants are one of my favorite teams right now, but I don't think they can keep up with the Cowboys. So yeah, I'll
Love
take the
their
Cowboys,
coach.
but I like the under.
And Cowboys is the most likely spot for Odell, I think, to go right now.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I think. Well,
Well,
like
Kansas
there's
City's
that
in the hat at 6 o'clock today.
because he was so. With
I mean,
that,
that's going to be crazy if
he-
he goes there. See, they've got CeeDee Lamb,
yeah, he
They'll
tweeted
have
about
Michael Gallup,
He
Odell.
tweeted. He tweeted about
Dylan
um,
Ezekiel.
yeah.
He tweeted about what do you call it? Like the Cowboys beating up on the Vikes, and then someone like there was a bunch of responses to it, and then he tweeted later on like a reply to someone I think that was something about missing Saquon, but he's like, oh, I miss Saquon, and so then that fueled some like rumors with the Giants and
Giants,
stuff.
yeah.
So I'm like, it's kind of ironic that they're playing this week, and like it's like almost like
He's going to
playing-
take the win.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's going
He's
whoever
taking the
wins.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, he's like, all right, you guys play for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he
Hash
just
it
wants, he's like, yeah, you guys both want me. Like fucking duke it out. It's like a chick being like two boyfriends and like pitting them against each other. And you're like, yeah, fight each other for me, you fucking idiots. And yeah,
Yep.
because I think wherever he goes, he's gonna be underwhelming, and it's probably not gonna work out.
No. I don't know why he's like acting like he's LeBron James and free
Yeah,
agent.
He's got to retire.
Like, bro, you weren't that great with
Yeah,
Cleveland.
yeah, he's like, love
Jarvis
me,
Landry
love
outperformed you at Cleveland.
not his
Like,
fault.
let's
Look at
calm
Baker.
down.
Yeah.
Why did Jarvis Landry do so good? Because he's running short routes that Baker can throw, probably.
No, you got used to Ryan Tannehill.
He didn't even do that well in LA.
No.
Yeah, he didn't do well in LA either.
And he got a ring. Why is he still in the league?
He needs to
Attention.
Yeah.
No, there's a,
money, paycheck.
Yeah.
there's a song.
So
Hanging out down the street.
We love that 70s show.
yeah, it is a great show.
okay.
It is a great show. I do watch that. Anyway, we're gonna backtrack a little bit. We're gonna go back to the 10:30 game since we started off with the lock of the 2:30 game of Giants Cowboys. So we're
Lock
gonna
it
go
up.
back to the 10:30 game. Bills versus Lions. Bills are favored 9.5. Over under is 54.5.
Stop touching. Stop. People hear that.
Dan Campbell.
And like people like stop touching the mic.
Sorry.
Sorry, audience. We got a nincompoop over here. All right. Anyway, Buffalo minus 9.5. Over under 54.5.
All right.
Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts? Obviously, I mean, Detroit's been on a roll. I will say. I mean, they've been doing a little bit better.
What's their record over the last 3 games?
Who have they played in the last
Yeah,
3 games?
Yeah, I mean that
Green
is true.
Bay?
That is true. That is true.
Okay.
I will say,
Philly?
but they're not going to be Buffalo.
Wait, Philly?
They're not.
No,
yeah, they're not
I
going to
mean,
be Buffalo.
Let's get that
I
out of the
got
way.
confused
They're
with the Colts
not
right there.
gonna
Sorry.
be.
Well,
Yeah. What?
lot going on up here.
So Bills minus 9.5. I might tease that to minus 6.5. Like I think Bills beat them by.
I think
touchdown.
I love minus 9.5. I think the Bills roll. Everyone's high on the Lions winning 3 in a row, and like they're frisky. I'm like they're not frisky with Buffalo. Like no, like in especially second week in a row.
Is
Buffalo,
Josh Allen playing?
Buffalo playing? Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, put Case Keenum in. I don't give a fuck. They're winning that game by more than 10.
And the Bills looked as good as they get, and I think Diggs got like 1 catch. He was like pissed on the sideline.
Exactly.
So-
Like they were a sneaky. Like they sneaky blew them out last week.
Yeah.
Like they sneaky.
And
Like it didn't feel like it. Stop. But goddamn.
yeah, one
Child
thing,
over here on the podcast this week. Damn.
I am going to poke you.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I think Bills roll by at least
This game,
10.
because of the snow, again got moved to Detroit.
And they played in Detroit last week, so
Yep.
they're comfortable
Yeah.
there.
Yep. So this
And
is
I
the
will
second
say-
week in a row. How about that snow? Let's just take a quick.
that was
pause.
awesome, dude.
That snow, like
I
we
wanna
need that out
ski
in
it. I wanna
Colorado.
ski their
we need that
stadium.
in Colorado right now. That would be fucking sick. 6.5 feet.
yeah, that's awesome.
Like insane.
But one thing I will say about this game, and I've been doing this my last couple weeks, is if the spread's over 9, you take the under. But I like this game to go over, actually. I think, what's the total, 46?
I do too.
54.5.
Oh,
Yeah,
54?
Yeah, 54.5.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, and yeah, no,
I was
like,
8 points
I
off.
think it's the under.
I didn't
on this
realize it was that high either.
Yeah.
But to your point, Lions defense has started to show up.
Yeah.
Like they've
like the under.
they've gotten a lot better since
Dude,
like
I
they
might
were
take that under.
at one point they were the first.
I was going to.
At one point they were the first, like the top scoring defense and the worst offense when it came to giving up points. And now, like I think, like the Lions defense is kind of middle of the road, so they're kind of correcting themselves. So I kind of like. I don't think Bills are going to be able to necessarily like torch them.
Should I switch that to my lock?
Do we want to just add it to the locks?
I kind of
I
like
like
a
that.
Thanksgiving
I like
parlay with like
I like-
literally the unders in the first 2 games as locks.
The under on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
the
We
under on
kind of
the
make a separate
Bills.
parlay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
like a
parlay.
Thanksgiving parlay.
Thanksgiving,
I like that.
the Thunder.
Thunder
Thanksgiving under.
Thanksgiving Thunder.
Thunder.
Damn. We need merch.
Let's talk about that last
With a
game. Let's talk
turkey
about,
on it.
yeah, let's talk about that
Yeah.
last game on
The
Thanksgiving.
gobble
What
gobble
do we
parlay?
think on the Patriots Vikings game? Under is 42.5. And Minnesota's only favored by 2.5.
Dude, the Patriots got 1 touchdown last week, and it was a punt return.
Yeah.
Vikings didn't even score a touchdown last week.
Is it in Minnesota?
It is in Minnesota.
Yeah, I like the Vikings. Vikings bounce back.
Yeah,
Patriots are bad.
Yeah.
I agree.
What if we do a Thanksgiving parlay and we do
Turkey
Minnesota money line under?
All right, I like that.
What's that pay?
Wait, there's only 3 games?
Yeah.
Only 3 games tomorrow.
Yeah,
what does
like
that pay?
Vikings money line under.
Yeah, let's check
Bills
it.
Under. Someone pulled up on their phone while I'm writing this down.
Gotcha.
54.5.
Yeah, while we're getting into that, Max,
Cowboys.
What?
Under.
what does Thanksgiving mean to you?
I mean, it makes me thankful.
Hungry.
It makes me thankful for Tom Brady, first and foremost.
Because you're a
I
Bucs
think-
fan.
I think, it
He brought
makes,
you a chip.
it makes me thankful for a Super Bowl, win, to be able to just have the Raymond James in our state. We had it with Gruden and Brad fucking Johnson. Jesus Christ, like.
So you're a thankful guy.
I'm thankful because the Bucs haven't had a lot of good winning seasons, but we have won 2 more Super Bowls than the Vikings. The Vikings have 0. So that but they're also like statistically one of the better teams that hasn't won a Super Bowl like in the Super Bowl era. They're one of the better like their record is one of the better performing teams. They just always choke in the playoffs.
You really overread what I
Yeah,
asked. I
they
said,
definitely
what are
are
you
joke
thankful
writers.
for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
And you went to the NFL and a quarterback. Like, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, Bryant, what are you thankful for on Thanksgiving?
No, and I'm
I'm
thankful.
thankful for my new house, my 2 kids, my family. I'm gonna have a nice belly full of some turkey.
Now,
maybe
that's
some
the
ham.
answers I'm looking for.
I talked about my family. I talked about Tom Brady.
I'm gonna have a nice drink on Thanksgiving, maybe with Max.
Yeah.
Just celebrate Hanukkah a little bit too.
It hasn't started yet.
I know, but
whatever.
it's all right. We're gonna do a preliminary.
We'll pregame it.
Yeah, exactly. I got you.
I'm
brother.
thankful for
I
the
got you.
garage, for this poker
Yeah, the
table,
garage.
for my boys here
That's right.
Wednesday nights.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, I'm thankful for that too.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Tom Brady.
I'm thankful to just be alive.
I'm thankful
Yeah.
for Tom Brady's divorce.
I mean, Giselle, she's hot, but
I'm thankful for this fucking
So is Tom
parlay.
Brady.
What's it pay? What's that
so
thing
is
pay?
Tom Brady. I mean, you see him?
He's a
Him,
good looking fella right there.
Tom Brady and Russell Wilson are like 2 of the only players in the NFL that spend like over, I can't remember, it's an asinine and $1 million.
Well, it
in
works
their
for one
own-
of them.
And only like their personal health, like looks, everything, like personal training, like they spend more than anyone else, like in the NFL, on their body.
Yeah,
their
sorry, I
health,
have a
like,
hot
things like
quarterback.
that. So, I mean, you got to give it to the guy. He's what? What is he like?
46.
46?
45.
Yeah, or 45? 40,
I think is he 46?
46 years old.
Sorry, Tom. I should know
Yeah.
that.
How do you not know the age of the guy you're fucking thankful for?
I'm so stupid.
All right.
All right, what's that thing pay? Because that's what I'm thankful for.
The turkey trot parlay pays. Well, it's plus 614.
Nice.
Those 3 games. So that's.
I love
I'll
that.
take it. Yeah, I'll take it. So
$100, $700.
yeah.
I like that a lot.
Tom Brady is 45 years old.
45. Ooh, Max is right. Let's
He
actually,
knew his dad's age.
let's segue into
Don't
the
come at me
yeah.
about some Tom facts.
Let's segue into that Tom Brady conversation. Sunday morning, 11 a.m. First game to kick it off. Buccaneers, Browns. Bucks are favored 3.5. Over unders 42.5.
I like the Bucks here. Bucks 3.5. Like I said, the only justification you need is Tom's divorce is finalized. Tom is 2-0. Tom is 2-0 since his divorce is finalized. Antoine Winfield's back. We're still a little injured. We don't have the lineman we like, but that's something we've struggled with all year. But it seems like we're finally starting to right the ship a little bit. Giovanni Bernard is actually back in the lineup.
Ooh.
Is that a big deal?
No, but it's exciting.
Is Fournette? Is he still questionable?
No, Fournette's Fournette, man. He's mad because Rashad White, fucking rookie running back we took in the second round, he's coming up and he's taking carries. He should be our starter.
Yeah.
Rashad White is a fucking beast.
He is
Wait,
good.
so
He
you're
is
not
good.
thankful for Leonard?
I'm
holiday
thankful for the
season?
idea of Leonard.
I mean, he still performs. I got
think-
him on
and
fantasy.
and I'll always
he
be
puts
thank-
up. Yeah, he puts up.
I'll always
some
be thankful
decent
for
pounds,
Leonard
points.
because like it's playoff Lenny. Like
So he's more like a stocking stuffer if you were talking Christmas gifts.
yeah, no, it's a good. He's a really good stocking stuffer. Like he's a
Yeah.
full stocking.
He's not just the candy.
He's
at the
almost
bottom.
the whole stocking. He's not like really the gifts anymore, but he's a full stocking. And he's like, you see that full stocking, like it's gonna be good. It's not gonna be good just for that reason, but it's like a very good telling, like marker of like, okay, it's gonna be a good Christmas.
What are you thinking on the over under, Max?
What do we got?
42.5.
Wait, did you ever get a stocking as a kid? Because you're
Yeah. No, dude, I celebrate both. My dad.
hell yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah. Dad's side,
That is a good Jew.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, like I said, Jew-ish.
He still believes in baby Jesus.
No, he doesn't.
10
He's
pound,
straight
8
I mean, I don't really know the
I like
differences.
to picture my Jesus wearing a tuxedo T-shirt.
I don't really know the differences between the religions. I just, I love everyone. So
There we go.
I just, yeah.
Praise Allah. What?
Yeah. But yeah,
say
no.
Allah?
I like Tampa Bay minus 3.5 here. And then 42.5. I mean, I'm probably biased. I'm definitely biased. But I think
it's going to go over, but it's probably going to be under.
I think it's going to go over because with how many drops and just, I don't think our offense can keep playing as shitty as they have been. And I'm waiting for the correction week. And I'll keep waiting, and I'll keep holding my breath for my Bucks.
I'm staying away from the over under, but I do like the Bucks in this game.
Yeah, let it be
money
clear.
line.
I won't
money
bet
line
the over-under. I think
or
it'll
minus
go over.
3.5. I like both. So
Yeah, I like the Bucks. The Browns they're disappointing me every week, so I like
Yeah.
the Bucks here.
turds.
Hey, the Browns are funny because they have that one drive every and I feel like they start out. They're a good first quarter team.
Yeah.
I don't know, they start out and they'll drive down the field super easily. We saw it this last week with Amari Cooper and Brissett. You looked at that drive and I'm like, holy shit, they're in it. And then the Bills ended up it was against the Bills, yeah. Yep. And then the Bills, it was a subtle blowout. They dominated the rest of the game after the first drive.
Bengals Titans. Bengals minus 3.5 or minus 3 points. Sorry, over under 42.5. Zach.
Yeah, Jamar Chase is back. I'll take the Bengals here.
Bengals money line is a great lock.
Yeah.
Is he for sure back? Do we
They
know
said that Joe Burrow said to the media that they're expecting him to play.
I mean, regardless if he's back or not, they've got T. Higgins, they've got Joe Mixon, they've got
Yeah,
but
Tyler Boyd.
But
Tyler
the
Boyd,
Titans at home, Titans will get up.
I mean, yeah,
they'll
Derrick
get up.
Henry. I mean, he'll run.
Vrabel will get his boys up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you bring it up because they are going to try to run it, but I see the Bengals stacking the box here,
Yeah.
and that's what's the over under?
42.5.
I kind of like the under just because they're going to stack the box,
And it's in
and both teams are going to run it. Joe Burrow and them, that's the scary side of the over unders because Joe Burrow might come out and put up 30.
Yeah.
He might be. Yeah,
it's interesting though because a lot of people have written the Bengals off last year on their Super Bowl appearance run.
This is when it started.
This is literally they were 6-4. They were 6-4 and then they went on a huge run. So it's not like they're out of it. And Zach Taylor, the coach, he's I think what he's most known for is adapting.
Yeah.
And because I think for a while the Bengals didn't give up a second half touchdown.
Yep.
Like for a while, I think they have at this point, but it was a few weeks back where they'd gone
like four
the
straight
whole
weeks.
season without giving up a second half touchdown. So he's a hell of a coach, I think, and he doesn't get enough credit for that. What'd you just say?
They ran into the Browns on Halloween.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Browns-Bucks game. I was like, you motherfucker.
Nah, and the next game I don't even want to talk about because it's the Texans.
Texans versus
Jesus.
Dolphins.
This
Yeah,
is
that one's
awful.
Dolphins.
I love Miami minus 13.5. I
Yeah.
love them to win by at least 2.
What's the over in that game?
47.
Oh, I'll take the over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
Dolphins
might
will
be
put up
49.
47
Yeah.
points
Yeah.
for sure.
Because their Texans aren't even starting Davis Mills. They're talking about benching him and starting Kyle Allen. No, wait.
Oh, shit.
Was it Kyle Allen? Kyle Allen's starting for somebody this week. And I
Good
think it might be
Lord.
the Texans.
Carolina's
Oh my God.
greatest?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna move
Holy
on
shit.
to the Bears-Jets game. Okay, have we confirmed Justin Fields is playing?
I think he is. I think
Okay.
he's just playing through the pain. Separated shoulder, torn ligament, but I think he's playing through the
Cortisone
pain.
shots.
I've done a
in
little.
Can he still run?
I've done
Hell
a
yeah,
little,
his legs
I've done
are
a little
working fine.
research on this game. So there is a coin flip prediction on the Jets
I saw that.
for the whole season, and it has not
Yeah.
missed a single game this
Yeah, I saw
season.
that.
Yeah. So they
The
lose
coin
here.
flip, they lose to the Jets,
But then they go
or
on a
to the Bears.
5-game win streak.
Yeah.
No, they yeah.
Yeah.
They go on a 5-game win streak and then they lose again to Miami. But yeah, I do have actually the Bears. That is my lock of the week. I've got them actually plus 7.5. New York Jets are favored by 6, but I teased it a little bit. Bears plus 7.5.
Are you sprinkling?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be sprinkling the money line on the Bears.
I
for
will
sure.
be too. Zach
Yeah.
Wilson's not playing.
They're due
I'm
for a win.
Definitely gonna be.
Yeah,
sprinkling
the Bears have
money
been
line.
playing way too close and way too good at
Yeah.
games to just keep losing like that. So
So
Agreed.
over under 38.5 though. What are your guys' thoughts on that one? That's a pretty low.
I'm staying away from it just for the simple fact that we don't know what the Jets are gonna fucking do.
yeah,
I think, yeah.
dude, this could
Who's
be
their
a
quarterback?
13-10
Like
game.
Zach? No.
No, I don't.
Who's
see,
their fucking? It's not Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson got
Mike
benched.
White.
Mike
Yeah,
White.
Mike White,
is what
yeah.
they're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
I like the over actually because I think
38.5?
I think the Jets have a good D.
They do. One of the best in the league.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's one of the top D.
Yeah, I'm sticking away from that over under.
Yeah,
but 38, you see 38 and a half, and, you're
And it's
like,
hard to stay away from it.
Yeah,
Unless you're playing,
kinda
unless you're
just
looking at a
wanna-
Broncos game, which we'll talk about here in shortly.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bears tease it, take it, sprinkle money line for sure. But yeah, my lock of the week is Bears plus 7.5. So moving on to another 11 a.m. game, we've got I think a few more here coming up. Falcons Commanders. Commanders are favored 4.5. Over under is 41. What are we thinking there on that game?
I don't know. Falcons, I guess. It's hard for me to jump on the Commander train, but
Fuck you. Fuck you.
They
Taylor
do,
Heineke is 5-1 in the last
and
6
I think
games.
it's more of his wide receivers and his running backs than his
yeah.
play.
Look at his numbers.
Yeah, McLaurin.
Dude, you know they're selling
Look at his numbers.
tickets?
He's thrown 1 touchdown. I think like 1 or 2 touchdowns in that whole fucking time.
Dude, you know they're selling tickets with Taylor Heineke's
Right.
picture
For
on
next
it
year.
for next year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I Taylor Heineke wins football
Well,
games.
you're not going to sell shit putting Carson Wentz on there, so they don't really have another option.
Yeah, that's very
That's a
true.
good point. Yeah. Damn, that was pretty clear.
I get
yeah.
they're doing it, but fuck, man. Like I would imagine some of the Commanders fans would kind of wish they would had a worse record, so they could fucking tank this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have a good enough team that's surrounded. Like it's kind of like the Bears. They're in a similar situation with the Bears, I think, where the Bears are like in close games. That's why it's exciting to be a Bears fan right now. Like I'm not, obviously, but it would be exciting because you're like frisky and you see all this young talent and you're just barely losing games. So you're still like bad, but you're like there's
You're
enough
young.
to be
You're
happy
young.
about. You're like, fuck, man, this
Yeah.
is sick.
Yeah.
Like
That
when's the
means
last time
more years to come.
When's the last time Bears fans have been this excited about a quarterback in my life?
Yeah, Zach Bryant. I don't know what the fuck to do for Max for Christmas. Because now he's a Bucks fan, he's a Bears fan, he's a Michigan fan.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Guy's losing me.
He's an Ohio State fan this week.
I told you I'm not a Michigan. I'm very big on Ohio State. Ohio State's going to roll. Ohio State's going to roll, and I'm definitely not trying to jinx them right now.
All right. So we're going to move on to the probably
Definitely not.
two of the worst teams in the NFL. Unfortunately, one of my favorite teams, the favorite team of mine, Denver Broncos.
God bless
Very
your
sad.
heart.
Yeah, it's been real sad. I'm actually really mad that they extended Russell Wilson's contract. But yeah, Broncos Panthers. Zach, I know you're a Panthers fan. So Denver is favored. Denver is favored by 2 points. Over under 36. To be honest, as a Broncos fan, I thought they were going to get it done last week against the Raiders because they played them close the first go around, lost it themselves against the Raiders, and then ended up losing it again to themselves. I think that they just can't finish for the life of them. They'll maybe come out strong in the first half. I think if I were to maybe place a bet on this, I would say maybe Broncos first half money line.
Yeah.
But I think Panthers end up getting it at the end of the game. And to be honest, I'm probably not even going to bet this game because I've just lost all faith in the Broncos this year. And I think it'd probably be better for them just to lose the rest of their fucking season. Even though that they're not going to get as many draft picks because of their trades. And
They
Seattle's
executed
getting
probably the worst trade ever.
exactly.
You
Herschel
know,
Walker 2.0.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're the
But-
Seahawks right now, you got a chance to make the playoffs and
And
a chance to get a top 5 pick.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And then a top 15 pick. Then in the second round, you could get a top 5 second rounder. The Seahawks,
They're in a good spot.
Pete Carroll,
And they're playing the Raiders this week.
Pete Carroll got a
that was almost my line.
dude. Pete Carroll got away with trade murder.
Yeah, no, and
They destroyed us.
and I think it was kind of thinking okay, like a lot of people didn't really blame Russell Wilson for the Seahawks' problems before he left. It was all right, free. It was almost like a free Russell movement
Yeah, it was like put it back towards Pete.
and then Pete's got to be sitting there being like, I fucking told you.
I will say Broncos do also have a lot of injuries. They've had a lot of injuries throughout the season, which doesn't help them at all.
Yeah.
I mean, their defense is solid.
they're
Their
one
defense
of the
is
best defenses
they
in the
are
league.
the number one run defense in the league. Their passing defense is subpar. I mean, I think they're number 20.
Pat Surtain is great, though.
I think they're ranked number 23 in the
They
league
got a
right now
lockdown corner though.
But yeah, I mean their defense is what wins them games. Look back at the
Right.
Super Bowl. I mean,
Yes.
that's literally what won them the
Yes.
Super Bowl was their defense.
100%.
Yes. So let me actually go in on that. So this year, okay, the Denver Broncos average less than 19.1 points per game. Okay. Now, if the Denver Broncos could average 19.1 points per game, they'd be 9-1. Last year, they averaged 22 points per game with Teddy Bridgewater. They would be currently 9-1. 2 years ago, with Drew Lock at the helm, they would be 9-1. Tim Tebow, from back then, they would currently be 9-1. The defense for the Broncos is the number one in the NFL currently.
That's the only reason they're staying in games.
Correct.
And they're losing these games
The
by one score or less.
The offense is currently ranked number 32 in yards per carry, number 32 in yards per catch, number 32 in every single offensive stat except for one. And it's turnovers. They're number 31.
Yeah, and they cut Melvin Gordon.
Yep. Well, I mean, Melvin Gordon, to be honest, he was a big fucking part of our turnovers.
Well, no, that's
Fumble City over there, baby.
That's exactly
But-
what I'm saying. That's why I like the Raiders more, or the Broncos more than anything now, is because the Broncos would have won that game had Melvin Gordon not fumbled on the 1 yard line. And so like that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, just look at their red zone, though. I mean, they still can't convert in the red zone,
You got-
regardless of
you got
Melvin
Latavius Murray. Yeah, I understand that, but you're getting rid of part of the problem. So I think Latavius Murray not wondering, Like, you don't have that running back thing of, like, am I the running back? Am I not? Like, I think it's definitely Latavius Murray with Gus Edwards now. But Gus Edwards is always a number 2. And
They've got both of their tackles out on injury.
So I think I
So what are we taking? What are y'all taking?
I really like the Broncos here.
I don't know.
I'm not even going to bet this game because it's going to be like watching paint dry. You want me to be honest? Best
I want to see the Broncos win. Like, don't get me wrong. I want to see the Broncos win, but I am staying away from this game because it's just so unclear.
Can I tell y'all what I'm going to bet on this game? I'm going to bet $100 there's no touchdowns.
I'm going to bet $100 that the Broncos lead first half.
I'll bet you straight up with that.
Dude, you can bet me straight up that, I'm going to bet it in Vegas with plus 24,000 odds.
Oh,
I will bet.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will bet Broncos win first half, come out strong first half, and then shit to bed.
I like Carolina.
Strong as a field goal. Strong as a fucking field goal.
No, I mean their offense.
Strong as a field goal.
Their offense over the last 3 or 4 games have actually come out and they've won. They've been ahead in the first half. They've lost every single game in the second half.
I like Carolina. Can I say why?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because you ain't been able to talk. Go ahead.
This is a defense of football game. And I think Carolina's got something to prove. I think Sam Darnold is starting this week, and I think he is going to go out there and prove that he deserves to be on a team because everybody's wrote him off. He got hurt in preseason, and he's smart. He's a smart quarterback. Our defense will step up. I mean, yeah, low scoring. I would probably take the under 36, but I think Carolina can win this game at home. Denver's got to travel all the way to Charlotte. I like Carolina here, and I mean, I think Denver does have a good offense or defense, but I don't know. I think they can
number 1 defense.
I think Carolina can at least put up 1 point, maybe break a big play.
Yeah.
And Sam Darnold, I think he can actually make some good decisions that Baker and PJ Walker can't. So
you don't know that.
All right. Well, we got a little split decision on that one. So again, viewers,
I'm going no bet. I'm going no touchdowns. I literally think the best bet on the table is no touchdowns. You have an offense last week that put up 3 points out of Carolina. You have an offense out of Denver that put up 1 real touchdown last week. That's it.
No, they
put up 1 touchdown. They had 2 field goals and 1 touchdown. They put up 13 points. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I thought it was 17.
They can't fucking score. No one can score, and then you're gonna tell me I can bet $100 and win 24,000? Fuck it.
All right. Ravens, Jaguars. Baltimore is favored by 4. Over unders 43.5. Obviously, I mean, I think this one is an easy one, but I'm gonna go with Baltimore. I mean, Jacksonville fucking sucks.
They
lost
a step.
I like Jacksonville at home. Yeah.
I mean, because I saw something.
I mean, Jacksonville lost to the Broncos in England, so like
that was England.
Yeah, I know, but
we can't win in America.
You guys like Jacksonville?
I'm just saying to think about Jacksonville because whatever their record is, their points margin is like plus 11, and
let's fringe lock it.
Ravens is like -2 or something like that.
Let's fringe lock it.
Let's unsure lock it.
You're gonna fringe lock Jaguars +4.
Yeah. I'm not fringe locking anything, but I might take Jaguars +7.
Zach.
This is another. Yeah.
But and also the Ravens will play close. The Ravens are not a second half team. They might be up by 14.5, and the Jaguars will come back. Jaguars even came back a little bit against the Chiefs a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's true. But watch Lamar Jackson.
Jaguars have a decent offense, and they just signed running back Melvin Gordon. They signed Melvin Gordon.
I think this is like a big prove it game for Ravens, being like, hey, if you're in the top tier of teams in the league, like you have to win by at least a touchdown here for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Like I think this is a big prove it game for the Ravens. Like it doesn't really seem like it on paper at first, but you look at it and you look how the Ravens have been playing. It's very underwhelming. Yeah, and like it says here, the Ravens are 4-1 away.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, and man, you're right. It will be closer than it should be. So which is why I don't like -4.
The Ravens only put up 13 points against Carolina.
I know. See, that's yeah. No, I get it. But with the explosiveness of Jackson being able to take it 70 yards on any given play,
yeah.
like I mean,
good, though.
I love the Ravens. I love the Ravens -3, but I almost love it so much that's what makes it alarming to me, because I'm like, okay, this seems too easy.
Yeah,
almost.
The line is close for a reason.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of snaps this year of the Ravens. It's not good, man.
I know, but I feel like it's one of those where they have to right the ship. And honestly, I didn't even realize they were 7-3. I thought they were going to be like 6. I thought they were 6-4.
I mean,
but yeah, like no, I'm going to stay away from this game. But I think this is a big game that the Ravens need to step up and be like, hey, like we're gonna, like, they need to beat the Jags by at least a touchdown, I think, in order to be like continued to be looked at as a contender.
I think Ravens
I don't
win
think
this game.
Ravens win the
Yeah.
game, but the Jags cover.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
Yeah.
at.
Chargers, Cardinals. I know this one is, Max's lock of the week. Max, I'll just start out with you. LA is favored by 3 points, over unders 48.
Yeah, this is strictly based off of what I saw out of the Chargers on the Chiefs. And I know they get up for the Chiefs a lot more than they do any other team. But yeah, glad you guys are listening. Yeah, sick guys. No, but I'll continue, Zach. Yeah, I like the Chargers. I like what I saw out of them. Cardinals are 1-5 at home this year.
Yeah.
And the Chargers are 3-2 away. I think the Chargers, I think the Chiefs, I'm hoping the Chiefs game kind of gave them some more confidence of like, hey, we can ball out with the best of them.
Yeah.
Because Chargers are they always have those high expectations. They're getting Mike Williams left the game early against the Chiefs, so I think that really hurt him. But other than that, I'm not sure what his status is. I think he should play this week.
Yeah.
But Mike Evans, not Mike Evans, Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, yeah. Fucking, I like both of those guys are back. And also Cardinals just having a horrible home record and just kind of being a shit show in general. I love the Chargers here, and that's why I took him as my lock for -3. Oh, no, I think the lock is -2.5.
Yep.
So we bought a half point. I think it's still -130.
135.
-135, which I love. You get a field, they only have to win by a field goal. I love that. Even though I think they should win by at least a touchdown. But then again, I love -135 for
Yeah, no, I
winning
agree.
by a field
I
goal.
think the Chargers are starting to figure it out. I think they might have figured it out too late in the season, but their offense is starting to click, and their defense, their secondary is actually good enough to put Derwin James, shadow him, have him shadow D-Hop everywhere he goes. And, I mean, D-Hop, as long as you hold him to under 10 catches, they should roll the Cardinals. Even though Kyler Murray's back, I don't think he adds that much to the offense like people think. So, I like the Chargers. Yeah, he literally has to throw over the line.
Yeah.
And I mean, for as many fucking great plays he makes and scrambles that he's done, he's also done an equal amount of
and that's
plays.
where Khalil Mack will come into play for the Chargers.
Yeah, we're the Chargers have the game
who have
record.
Melvin Ingram. Do they still have Melvin Ingram?
He might.
They got a pretty decent defensive line, even with Joey Bosa out.
Yeah.
So, I think the Chargers should stop them. And they should, 2.5 should be easy. It sounds, feels, tastes really easy.
Yeah. I mean, the
Love
three's nice, but we're trying to not push on it. I don't like a push.
Yep.
I agree.
205 Raiders at Seattle. Seattle's favored by 3.5, over under 47.5. We were talking a little bit about this team earlier. I mean, they are on, the edge. If they continue to win, they could be looking at a nice season, obviously, with their trade with the Broncos as well. They're looking at great draft picks as well for next year. So I do like Seattle in this game.
Me too.
I do like them 3.5. I think that's going to be easy for them to cover, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would even also maybe even look at potentially 6.5 by a touchdown and see what that line is. Over under, I think that's going to be an under game for sure, 47.5, just by the way Raiders have played. They're low scoring as well throughout the season.
I mean, it's can they connect with Devontae Adams?
Exactly. Yeah. And so I think under, take 47.5, under Seattle 3.5. If you want to sprinkle 6.5, I think that's an easy win as well too.
I agree. I like Seattle.
Yeah, I love it, and especially with the rumors that I mean, it's not. It shouldn't be even just considered rumors at this point. It should be like they're gonna cut Carr after this year, so they don't have to pay him. He'll probably be the Colts' next quarterback.
Yep. Or the Redskins or the Commanders.
Yeah, I don't know. Taylor Heineke. Henry loves him some Taylor Heineke.
Is Matt Ryan retiring?
I fucking hope
Jesus
so.
Christ.
God.
Someone,
I don't know if he's ever going to retire.
whoever's
He's
in
getting
charge
fucking
of him, there's probably someone like he's probably got a caretaker, and whoever that caretaker is needs to like step in.
Jeff
Be like,
Saturday
hey.
should kick his ass out.
Yeah,
of
just
the
be like,
locker
hey,
real
like
quick.
man to man, like stop.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say though, the Colts have come in clutch a couple weeks this
They
season,
have.
and they've upset a couple games.
Not
and
because of Matt
Not
Ryan.
with Matt Ryan.
No, I won't say that.
Because they're using JT finally.
JT, but I will say that. Hey, Colts.
Yeah.
Colts have had a couple big games.
No,
this season.
and like it says, like the
I
Colts.
bet them won some money.
Colts. I think Colts are what 3-1, 3-1 at home. Raiders 5 or 1-5 away. Yeah, the
1-5.
or the Seahawks are sorry, excuse
Seahawks.
me, 3-1. At home, Raiders.
That's a hard place to play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like, as shitty as the Raiders have been, like Seahawks, I think they're kind of coming down to the medium of where
they
we,
should
like,
be.
yeah, like Geno, like the fact that Geno is considered an MVP is fucking absurd.
Yeah.
Which I get at the time, like he was doing it, but we all kind of assumed that he would kind of come back,
Level out.
come back
Absolutely.
to reality. So yeah, I think that being said, I think the Seahawks cover that 3.5.
All right, moving on to the Rams Chiefs game. Chiefs are favored by 15.5. Over under is 43. Zach, this is your lock of the week.
Colder than the Rockies.
Yeah, the Rams can't do shit. They're not going to put up 3 points probably. They put in that Bryce Perkins last week, and he didn't do a damn thing against the Saints. The Chiefs are going to shut them down. Chiefs are on their way to another Super Bowl. They're starting to really step up. Patty Mahomes is looking like he should. And the Rams are just bad. They just cut Darnell Henderson. They don't have Cooper Kupp. They don't have Matt Stafford this week.
Yeah.
Who are they throwing the ball to? What's that guy's name? Skorecki?
Something.
Yeah, that's going to be wide receiver 1 for
I mean,
him.
that just explains it.
Scarani.
So,
All I will
yeah.
say on this game
fire,
is
though, right?
bet Travis
So,
Kelce
absolutely.
touchdown. Yep, it's got to happen. I
I
mean,
told you last week.
he's
He got
averaging
2 last week.
Yeah, he's averaging at least a touchdown a game every week this season. I mean,
And then-
granted, he had 2 last week. He had 4 or 3 or 4 at the
3.
beginning of the season,
Yeah.
like in one
And-
game.
Or he had
But
3
and I
last
think-
week, didn't he?
no, he
He
had
had
2.
2 last week.
yeah.
Oh, no, 3 because
No,
he
he had
did
3.
Yeah, he
get
did
the
have
game
3.
winner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. But he had
3.
did he have 4 in the beginning of the year?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
he had 4 in one game. So like, yeah, he's still.
But then I think there were some games in between there where he didn't score.
Didn't get
Yeah.
one yet.
Yeah.
But I think on average, like
But it's the Rams.
he's gonna
So.
score, and it's the Rat.
And yeah, the under is the play here because even though Travis Kelce is going to get off, they put Clyde Edwards-Helaire on IR. The Rams defense is decent, so I'll take him. I'll take
Does
the
it
under.
not worry you that the under seems so
low.
obvious here? No, like
Or
A
this.
little bit, but it's worked the last 2 weeks. So
It you're right.
I
You're
don't
right.
think-
I
Is
can't
Zach's
argue
law?
with that.
Is Zach's
I can't.
law?
No, I can't argue with that. But I can express my concern.
no, I just don't think that I think the Chiefs will put up 38. So we're hoping for a Rams not to get a touchdown, which I think is very, very possible.
But I don't know. See, I think I which I agree with.
Even
so
if
much
the
that I
Chiefs
don't
put up
agree with that.
35 and the Rams get 1 touchdown,
Yeah,
it's
that's
42.
42.
Like it's still an under. I mean, I do like the under on this game.
I don't know,
I think Chiefs
is Zach's lock.
have struggled also in the first half. They don't
Yeah.
show up until the second half.
Which is
So-
why I love a Rams first quarter money line.
And this is where Kansas City, right? At
Yeah,
Kansas City.
it's in Kansas City. Yep. So
Yeah,
it's at Arrowhead. So, anything else on that one before we move on to the Saints 49ers game?
Take the under.
I'm super hyped about the Saints game.
Why?
We took the Saints 1 week in a fucking GG parlay and got burned on it, Max.
We took the Raiders.
No, we
we
took the
took the
fucking
Saints.
We took the
Saints, Max.
That's
Against
why I'm
the
saying.
Steelers.
That's why I'm like, why the fuck?
That was
are you
his
talking
log of
about
the
this?
week.
The Steelers, that was yours. Yeah.
Yeah. What are they
Doctor fuck
Are they gonna play?
Why are you excited about this?
Is Saints gonna play crab legs this week or
Dude,
what?
they're just dragging his ass along. He even said it hurts his soul. He's
No.
not starting.
No, they're doing my boy dirty.
poor guy.
They're doing my boy fucking
yeah.
dirty. And
Start
that's,
Jameis. Bring his ass to Carolina.
and then like I
You know what he does a lot in the community? He was at the high school the other day. He had an out cleat.
what, stealing from people's lockers or something?
Stealing crab legs.
stealing kids' iPads or something. Fuck it, man.
49ers are favored 9.5 points in this game. Over under is 43 points. Yeah, what are you guys?
There's some
Dude,
big
the fucking
spreads
Saints
in the NFL.
cover that.
Yeah.
I think the Saints can cover that.
I don't think so. No
I'm staying away
fucking
from
way.
Yeah, I don't like the game at all.
I like the
I'll
under.
take it.
What's the
No.
over under?
43.
43.
You,
I'll
you
take the
like
under.
it? You like it, but you don't know what the over under is.
I'll take it.
I like it. I like it no matter what.
Well, there's a statistic: 70% of the unders.
60%. That's why this
60?
game is sketchy because we've already got 2 games on this.
Yeah,
I
we've already
are
got 2
following
unders.
that
I
rolling.
love San Francisco minus 9.5. I love it. I absolutely love it.
You like
Saints,
Jimmy G?
He's
Saints,
playing.
Saints defense hasn't been what they've
Yeah.
expected to be. That was supposed to be the one highlight of their team,
Name 3 players.
which is what on the Saints.
No.
What? Fucking Demarius.
Alvin Kamara, Chris
No,
Olave.
fucking. I mean,
Andy
on the
Dalton.
defense
No.
or Chris
The team they're
Olave.
pulling for.
Chris. Oh,
For the 49ers?
Yeah.
Debo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, Jimmy G,
See?
fucking Brandon Ayuk.
Nick
Listen to
Bosa.
him. Listen to him. He knows.
What?
He
That's such a
knows.
weird thing.
He knows,
Okay.
man.
But yeah, but the one thing that was supposed to be the positive light in the Saints is not a positive light.
Yeah.
And they're like
Max
mid-table.
knows.
They're mid-table. They're trash. They're gonna play Andy Dalton. The only fucking wide receiver that they're gonna have worth a damn is gonna be Chris Olave,
Which is sad.
Which
And I
is
think
sad
he
as
is
fuck.
due. I think
Because
he is due for a touchdown this game.
he
I
had a
do too.
touchdown last week.
I think he's due for another touchdown this week.
I don't.
He's had 3 all season.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm gonna take it.
No, but anyway, 49ers, yeah, I think they roll again here. I think 49ers are the real deal, and I think 49ers will win that division.
You taking them in the future?
Yeah, definitely.
He
wonder
thinks,
what the
he
odds
thinks
are
a
on
lot. Did you just hear how much thinking he was
Good. We need thinking on this
Yeah,
podcast.
like someone's got to think.
Packers, Eagles.
Well, I'm not
Eagles.
going to think about this. I'm taking the Packers.
Eagles 6.5.
I'm taking the
Points
Packers.
over under 46.
It's very apparent you're not thinking
Yeah.
on that
I
one.
was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm
You
staying
don't-
away from the Packers here.
You don't have to say that you're not thinking.
Yeah.
We know.
We know that.
Yeah.
No, I'm
That is
taking
it.
the Packers.
Okay, money line?
I'm sprinkling the fuck out of the money line, and I'm taking them plus 7.5 all day. The Eagles are going to drop 3 in a row. They're not that good.
3
They're
in a
cooking
row.
back.
Last
They've
week.
only lost 1 game.
They won last week against
Oh,
Colts.
they pulled it out at the end. That's right.
They've only
That
lost 1 game.
was for Jeff Reich. The after the Eagles won, the coach Sirianni, he went to the stands. He was like, "That was for my boy," because he like the Frank Reich, the Colts
coach?
They came up together.
So he beat the Colts for the Colts.
And
okay.
no, that's it. He's like, "That's a fired Frank Reich." He's like, and then he interviewed. He was like, "I'm super excited to coach against him."
Wow.
That's like he's like one of the best. He's like, I think Frank Reich is one of the best coaches in the league, and he was like they're boys. And so he was like, I was super excited to coach against him. And then, like, dude, after the game, after he won, he went up to, like, fans that were right behind the bench and was like, that was for Frank Reich. And they're like, Jesus, dude. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I like the
Eagles roll.
Eagles roll.
Monday night game, November 28th, Steelers Colts. I am going to actually start with this one. So I think this is on upset alert. The Colts are
I don't think it's
favored
an upset.
by 2.5. No, I think
That's a dog. That's a hell of a dog right
Yeah.
there.
No.
This is
no,
just-
I just no. I think it's no because
This
on,
fucking guy.
no, the money line is plus
What a
220.
bold prediction.
No, the money line for the Steelers is plus 220 on this game.
Where is it at?
It's in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
why
like
would
the
you take
Steelers.
that?
I like the Steelers.
I like the Steelers in this game.
I don't.
I do.
I think the Steelers' defense is much better with T.J. Watt. They can shut the run game down for JT. And
How'd they do last week?
The Steelers?
Yeah.
Steelers. I think they
Who did they?
No, they lost.
They lost. Who did they
They
play?
lost.
a week before they had the upset against.
Have
The
they?
Saints. They beat the Saints.
no.
And
Is
Max is
that
lock.
Is that an upset?
No, not that week.
No, that wasn't. No.
Who did they
wasn't the
play
Steelers.
last week though?
Who the fuck was that?
They played.
Was it the Steelers?
It was at the Steelers. They played the fucking.
Dude,
I can picture
I
the
don't wanna
fucking
look.
game.
Yeah.
Was it the Bengals?
Steelers?
Yeah,
Steelers game schedule.
Yeah.
They beat.
Yeah, it was the Bengals.
because they lost, right?
Oh yeah, they played
Yeah.
the Bengals close. That's right, for a bit, and then they got blown out.
Damn, I'm smart.
They played them close, and then they got.
And then
blown
they
out.
got fucking shit on.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, every game starts.
Second half, they got destroyed.
Every game starts at 0-0.
Oh, great.
Gee, like, dude, I feel like that game wasn't that close.
No, it was. I remember watching like the Steelers. I feel like they had a chance, but
Well, I'm going to throw a little action at everybody, and I'm going to post this.
Here we
We're going to
go.
do Against the Garage, okay? And it's going to be me versus these three fucks.
I think
And
the Steelers
I'm taking
win.
the Packers money line with the Colts money line as my night game parlays, and I'm going against both of you guys. And I'm going to take that. And
Yeah.
I'm going to put $100 on it.
Steelers last week was
in
37 to 30.
I
So
would-
Steelers
I
put
would
up 30
like you-
points.
I was
I
gonna
would
say,
like
yeah,
it
the
if it was
Steelers.
in-
Yeah, the Steelers played it close,
Something's
37-30.
weird with that line.
They won against the Saints,
is.
and then they won against Tampa Bay. Oh, sorry, Max. Damn. Week 1, they won against the Bengals.
Dude, that's when Trubisky just demolished us in the last drive. He there was 3 like third and longs in a row of like over like
I remember
like
that.
12 or 13 yards, and Trubisky just fucking pieced us up.
Cook the book.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that
realistically,
was
though-
that was at one point where I was just like, okay, maybe this isn't.
I mean,
like, a year that
realistically
I
though,
should be
the
excited
Steelers
about.
the Steelers haven't played like bad teams. They played against Buffalo and lost. They got smoked against Buffalo. They played Miami really close. They played the Eagles, lost by a couple touchdowns there.
They played Miami really close without Tua.
And most of those
beat
are without
Bengals.
TJ too.
Yeah, beat Bengals.
And
yeah.
without Tua.
Well, no, I'm just saying with the Steelers, they didn't have TJ Watt.
I know,
Prior.
but when they played the Dolphins close, that was without Tua. Was it not?
Probably.
I think
Teddy
that was
B,
week-
Teddy
I think
Two
that was
Gloves is in
without
there.
It was
Tua.
week 7, so I think Tua's
Yeah.
been back since week 7.
I don't know.
He was out for.
Look at the game on that.
I have no idea. But
pretty sure-
the
No, it
Steelers
was-
are a
it was-
different
it
team
was
with TJ
Pickett.
Watt in there.
It was Pickett.
No, Pickett's on
Pickett's
the
on Steelers. Yeah.
Steelers.
Fuck, who was
So,
the Miami
yeah.
quarterback on that time?
Steelers. I'm taking the
That was
Steelers.
Teddy B, right?
I'm taking
Teddy
the
Two
Colts.
Gloves. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking Steelers. That game.
Yeah, I do like the
do like-
Steelers.
I do like the Colts
Steelers there.
because they've won me a lot of money this season, but I want the Steelers to win, and I like the Steelers to win in this game.
Good work.
It's an upset, so.
I agree.
All right, so that finishes up our NFL. We're gonna go through just a quick lock for our basketball. We did get just an added bonus for you guys this week, and it is gonna be our college basketball picks. I'm gonna just run through those real quick, just so you guys are aware, and then we're gonna touch a little bit on the World Cup and just talk a little bit about that. So.
Just gonna
As-
dip our dicks into the World Cup a little bit.
As of right now,
Stick your dick in the cup.
college basketball, we've got North Carolina Tar Heels tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Go Heels.
minus 14.5. We've got Iowa State versus Villanova plus 2.5 at 1:30 tomorrow. We've got Xavier Musketeers money line against the Florida Gators tomorrow at 3:30, and then the under of 160.5 Gonzaga Bulldogs Portland State Vikings tomorrow at 10:30 p.m.
Love it.
Total parlay is plus 1175. So, I mean, that's not bad. If you put 100 on it, you're winning $1,100.
Zach, why are you taking Carolina?
Because Armando Baycott's gonna have a double in the first half, and RJ Davis he's gonna shoot lights out.
Yeah, 100%. Why are you taking Iowa State?
Because I went there.
Love that take.
Love it.
Yeah,
Brian,
Iowa State's always got a stellar basketball program.
there's a thing of like Villanova ain't the Villanova it used to be.
Absolutely.
So it's
They
like
really aren't.
so I gotta go with the home dog team there.
Hilton Magic, baby. Hilton Magic.
No idea what that means, but yep, I agree.
Well, that's the
Hilton
name of our,
Coliseum.
wait, is it in Villanova?
wanna
I think
say
it's in Villanova.
I don't know, dude.
Hilton Magic coming to Philly.
Hill Magic travels.
Hey, dude, Hilton Magic does travel. You look at Kansas City Power Light District,
Well,
Big 12
true.
championship.
That is
That's
true.
Hilton South
That
right
is
there,
true.
baby.
That is true.
Hell, well, I'll tell you.
Preaching to the choir there.
I'll tell you, Villanova, man, since they lost that coach.
It is at Villanova.
Yeah, Jay Wright.
Since they
No
lost,
magic though. Hilton East.
I love it. I love it.
hell, Jay Wright's gone.
No, but I just think Villanova is kind of ass compared to what they used
they
to
are.
be.
They
so
don't have Jay Wright.
In my very uneducated opinion, I'm fucking rocking with Iowa State, baby. Roll
Fuck yeah.
clones.
I mean, we're rolling this year too. I mean, we started out hot this
We
year.
want Kentucky. We want Duke. We want, like, literally line them
Notice
up.
how he didn't say Carolina.
No, all right,
we'll-
we
we'll
want
be-
He's
Carolina.
smart.
We'll
He's
beat
smart.
Kansas.
No, I don't want Carolina. I'll be honest.
We'll beat Kansas.
Nothing's good in Kansas.
It's a basketball team.
So what do you got,
Their
Brian?
basketball team's always in the
They
top.
won the national championship last year, so
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're okay.
And Iowa State always plays them real well. We usually go 1-1 throughout the season most of the time.
shit fire, go clones.
Go Clones. Well, what do you got, Bryant, on the basketball?
I already said my bet.
Why are you taking that
Why
bet?
are you taking it?
160.5 in a college game? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's
Like,
high.
that's a lot of fucking points. Yeah, I know Gonzaga can put up a lot of points, but yikes. I mean, that's a lot of. I mean, they got to
Yeah,
put
it's
up
like an
basic.
80-80 game.
Everything has to
Yeah.
go right for both offenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
80.
and no way in hell is. I mean, I think Gonzaga can probably put up
120.
No way.
100 points for sure.
120. No.
But I mean, to
90
be
maybe.
honest, I really don't think Portland State Vikings can put up even fucking 80 points.
Neither do the players' parents. So
Yeah, no.
Or the coach, or the
Yeah,
coach, dude. For
like-
that, the administration, no one.
I
They're
don't
just
know.
getting
like-
the paycheck.
Fuck, isn't it Thanksgiving?
He's like, let's go.
Is there
going
to be a mercy rule in that game?
Let's
or
go
what?
home and eat some turkey.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those games.
Yeah, true. I like that. Yeah.
160 points is a lot in college.
Love it. Lock up college basketball parlay, Turkey Day.
Turkey Day, lock her up.
All right.